The Vortrak is a retractable tonneau cover constructed of half-inch thick aluminum slats interlinked together to provide a rigid surface that stands up to heavy use. When fully retracted, the system neatly stows into a space-saving canister in the truck bed and can pull out quickly and easily with the included strap. The Vortrak ships with one pair of rails, the canister and cover assembly, and all the hardware needed to attach it to your truck. To install the Vortrak, you'll need a 9/16.5-inch wrench, scissors, and a drill to install the optional cover latch stops. Install the canister assembly onto the truck bed rails. Push the assembly forward to the bulkhead. There will be about ½ an inch overlap of the bed rails. Make sure that the canister seal is pulled forward and seals along the bulkhead. The cover rails come with cover latch stops pre-installed for the cover in the fully closed position. You have the option of adding additional stops. These extra stops will have the cover stop at designated positions. If you like to add these additional cover stops, slide the provided stop brackets into the opened end of the cover rails for both sides before installing the rails. The brackets will be mounted after the rails are installed. Check the included spacing and shimming sheet to see if you need to install shims for your application. This truck has tapered rails and requires adhering the included shims to the top of the inside of the truck rail at each clamping location. Use a ½ inch to loosen the nuts attaching the inner rail to the outer rail. Pull the inner rail out from the open end of the outer rail. With the cover rails on the truck bed caps, slide the rail forward so that the plastic canister bracket fits into the inner rail with the mounting bolt sliding into the canister bracket slot. With the rail firmly pressed to the canister, tighten the mounting bolt. Install rails on both sides. Slide the assembled cover and rails back toward the tailgate. The rail ends should be 1/8 inch from the tailgate. Check that both sides are equally spaced from the tailgate. Install the rail clamps. There will be 2 clamps per side for short and regular beds, 3 clamps per side for long beds. Position the front clamp 12 inches from the canister. The rear clamp attaches 12 inches from the tailgate. For long beds, place the center clamp centered between the front and rear clamps. Tighten the clamps while pushing down on the rail. If you elected to add additional cover stop brackets, measure and mark the location from the front of the rail. Equally mark the location on both sides. With the brackets in place, drive the self-tapping screws into the rail. Align and tighten the inner rails with the cover closed. Push the inner rail inward to contact the cover. Tighten all of the mounting bolts. Check the proper latch engagement on both sides. The latch pull should engage and overlap the rail bracket fully. The 4 latch mounting screws can be loosened and the latch assembly slid over to better engage with the rail bracket. Open and close the cover several times to check for smooth operation. Remove the plastic covering from the canister. Slide a washer onto the drain hose connection. Insert the drain hose and washer into the canister holes. With the cover mounted in parallel, trim the rear seal on both sides to match the rail end cap. The installation is now complete. To open the cover, with the tailgate open, pull down on the latch cable on either side to release both latches. Guide the cover to the open position. To close, pull the strap until both latches engage.